Well, that's about how many people watched it last time. So, also make sure you tell your friends. We're gonna put that out there first. If they like watching idiots talk about sports, pretending they know stuff, this is the place.
We don't know anything.
No, but we're gonna pretend we know some stuff.
Where do you want to start? Do you want to jump into the picks, or do you want to talk fantasy, or
recap right away?
Recap. Boom. Yeah. Dolphins, Jags. We both picked it wrong.
Who knew that the Dolphins were gonna be fucking all-stars?
They dummied them, really.
Yeah, you got fucking Minshew magic and Fitz magic, and the beard outweighs the stash.
Beard beats stash.
There's a lesson for all you kids out there.
Yep.
All right, next game.
Seahawks, Cowboys.
Okay, well, MVP Wilson, no shit.
But defenses.
But Wilson looks great.
Oh, yeah. Well, a record. 14 touchdowns through 3 games. It should have had 15, but somebody.
You know, it almost made me break my TV this weekend. DK Metcalf, stud. Finish.
Can you imagine if I lost by 6 points to Doug in fantasy?
We're going to call DK right now and just put him on there and be like, what the hell, bud?
Get that fucking soother out of your mouth and finish running that in. He was open by like 5 yards, and then I don't know if he thought he was in the end zone or not, but...
You know what it was? He was watching Justin Jefferson earlier that day get his first NFL touchdown and do the little hop skip like this from 5 yards out. But he was 30 yards open.
A hop skip would have been fine. If he held the ball and was still moving, he'd like slowed down to a walk and had it like this.
And put the ball out, and the guy just went, okay, thank you very much.
Yeah, so
and not only did we just not get a first down there and a fumble.
Well, we lost the ball.
Out the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Yeah. Chiefs.
I thought it was going to be a lot better than it was.
Chiefs are... It made me second guess my playoff bracket. Because I was like, they are not even close to as good. It got a little bit tense, like they were within a touchdown, I think, and then Mahomes immediately, drove down and scored.
Defense was there for both teams, but the offense was not there for Lamar.
Kansas City Chiefs dropped 3 interceptions that I feel like were in their defensive back's hands.
Shook. Their Ravens defense still performed really well.
Yeah, but you can't stop the Chiefs.
No.
And then Packers Saints.
Exactly how I thought it was going to go.
Packers are good. The Saints,
they're taking a step back. It looks like
they need Thomas for sure.
Yeah. I don't think he's got to trust anyone else built up yet because he was just Thomas.
Like we just said, right now Alvin Kamara is 5th in league receiving yards. Now, obviously, he's had a couple of good weeks in a row, like getting dump offs, and that touchdown he got against the Packers was insane.
Oh God!
But
30 yards, just doot.
Still,
come on. Oh man,
and that's that.
Okay, well, what do we got on tap for this week?
Broncos Jets, another banger on Thursday night.
Woo! Fuck. What do you think here?
Broncos.
How many up am I on you there?
Enough.
Okay.
2, 3, 2.
I'm 2 up?
2 up.
Where the game's in New York, isn't it?
Said, is it in New York? Or is it in Denver? They said the Broncos name first. Does that mean they're home?
It should be they're the away team. Broncos at.
Yeah, Broncos at Jets. But that doesn't matter this year.
They're just so shitty. I want to choose them just because I think it'd be fun, but I got to go Broncos because that's not smart.
Home games don't matter this year. Not really.
Yeah.
Seahawks, Dolphins. I know this one's tough for you.
I mean, if Carson's injured, then it's my vote's still Seahawks.
Carson's injured. Carlos Hyde is the same. He's a little bit bigger, even. He seems the same when they don't play any difference. I don't think they lost a step running the ball when he got hurt on. Well, they don't run the ball anymore.
No.
Let Russell cook. That seems to be everyone's.
And we can tear apart the Dolphins.
Fear the beard.
We're not the fucking Jags.
Eagles, Niners.
This one's going to be very interesting. I think with the loss of Bosa, the loss of Garoppolo, Mostert, a couple other key defenders, Kittle's probably not there. I'm putting my money on the Eagles, not Wentz. The Eagles defense and Sanders to win the game, and Wentz is a sideline player.
Okay, I'm going to take the 49ers. I think... Pause for some Bush.
Bush break.
Future sponsor?
You never know.
A shitty beer for a shitty podcast? Except I really like it.
Yeah.
But,
no.
yeah, I'm taking the Niners. They tore apart
The
Giants.
Giants
I know,
and the Jets.
Yeah, so... Falcons, Packers.
You think the Falcons are finally going to win a game?
Not against the Packers. I could not have been more wrong.
This is going to be another fucking shootout. This is going to be high scoring, and Aaron Rodgers is going to just drop dimes all over the field to whoever he wants.
So you're taking
Packers.
Packers? I'll agree. I think the Falcons are... They could go... They could not win a game.
Oh, if games only went to the first half. Maybe.
Oh, yeah. And then we'll throw in an extra one this week. We're not really sure what day it's going to be.
Yeah, it's going to be an
Steelers,
interesting
Titans.
one. You were just reading some news there. What's going on with that one for people that don't know at home?
Yeah, so the Titans have 8 people that tested positive, 3 players and 5 staff members. They don't want to let anyone in facilities, so they're not going to play on Sunday. They're thinking to make it work somehow on Monday or play on Tuesday, depending on test results. Everyone's got to get retested again, so...
Which isn't bad. I mean, it's a lot easier without having fans in the stand to do this because you don't have to try and give fans money back. You're not losing any money.
No, it's just the training and practicing that they've lost this week is, I think, what they're more worried about.
I think players know enough that they're not going to sit at home and be playing Xbox. They'll be at home doing their own workouts. There'll be Zoom calls, Skype calls. There'll be stuff like that. They can still break down film. They just won't be that in person.
They're professional athletes.
They asked Aaron Rodgers what he would do if he had to do this, and he's like, well, my body would sure as hell feel better going into the game.
Yeah.
But he's like, you still miss those bumps just to prep yourself.
She's 700 years old, though.
Yeah.
So who you got?
I'm going, I think the Steelers' defense can beat the Titans' offense.
Okay, I'm going to take the Titans. Derrick Henry.
He is picking it up.
He's number 2 in rushing yards this year, behind Aaron Jones.
Yeah.
My other running back.
Speaking of fantasy, should we look into fantasy players a bit here?
Sure.
Players that went off, players that killed it. Because for those of you that don't know, the Vikings suck, but apparently Justin Jefferson is the real deal out there now. Holy cow, pops off for first touchdown in his career,
Didn't he
first game.
3 touchdowns?
I think he got a couple. Let's take a look. You see, it's on my bench here.
Oh, you got him on your team.
Yeah, he went off for only one touchdown.
Oh. Who
Yep.
got 3? It
And
doesn't
then
matter.
Still a 30-point week for him. 9 targets.
And he was on your bench?
As of now, he's on my bench.
Was he on your bench last week?
No, it was not.
Oh, nice.
No.
Lucky.
No one wanted to pick him up. But, yeah, no look at those players. Everyone's looking all right. Top kicker in the league, Mason Crosby.
Last week? Or he's number 1?
Number 1 rated overall. Number 2, free agent in our league, Steven Gostkowski with the Titans.
I think the number 1 kicker last week was mine.
Gostkowski kicking the points. Like he put up 31 points last week as a kicker.
Besides all the top players, it needs to be talked about how Doug, who was 0-2, our good buddy, and I was 0-2, and I was at 130 points going into Monday night game, I think, and he was at 170, and I beat him by 20. Now, his kicker did his part by missing 2 field goals and ending at only 1 point.
0.
He ended at 0. He was -1 for a bit, but it's got to just be... It's got to be heartbreaking. Doug, let us know how you feel in the comments.
Either one of these guys would have either one of you would have beaten any of us.
All of it.
Hand over fist, 50-point lead, and they put you two together, and you two both go off with points. Like 171 points is a lot of
You should win.
points.
You should win.
The fact that
most
you
times.
almost broke 200 again, we need to have you drop a couple players there.
My team's heating up. Now I probably lose this weekend again, but also
it's
we'll
tough
see.
when your team is stacked and there's just nothing you can do against it. If my team had Thomas, Lockett, Diggs, that's
you traded him.
no. But if that's your three receivers sitting there,
and Lockett went off.
I mean Thomas is hurt, yeah, but like if those are your three, you should be piling in wins, and it's just
If you get
it's nothing
170,
against anything else. It's just holy shit.
he probably didn't even watch them. He was probably like, "Oh, I'm up by 40. There's one game if I got this." No, sir.
As long as I beat Cody this week is all I really care about.
I hope you don't.
I hope I do.
If
Everyone
you
hopes I do.
you go 2-2, then
Yeah.
I'll beat Mitchell, so he'll be out of there. Cody will be 3-1. I'll be in third place because I have more points than you now
I'm in second.
because of record.
Yeah.
Because I'm 1-2.
Well, I just didn't get any points last week. I just squeaked by Mitchell. It's great. But fantasy's good for people who need to pick someone up. Looking at the games, you're wanting to picking up some running backs. Definitely, I saw some free agents out there. Panthers running back Davis. You're going to want to pick him up. He's definitely someone who's going off. Washington, pick up their running back. I know they're going against the Ravens this week, but
A big issue is in leagues that are 12 people deep, these players are already gone. And you're just the waiver wire, you're hoping for miracles, really. Especially running backs.
yeah,
You
you're
can get
hoping
a
for
wide
some
receiver.
deep picks.
There was a wide receiver that was way down the list. I think maybe for Cincinnati. Some random wide receiver got 3 touchdowns this week and went
If
off.
it was Cincinnati, it would be Higgins.
Could be. I'm not sure, but
if it was the Raiders, deep down there, Ruggs. But Ruggs is picked up by a lot of leagues.
well, all you got to do is just go to players and just see who's getting picked up because it comes up on the top. Most added players.
Yeah,
Burke-
Jefferson is.
Burkhead went off.
I called the Higgins thing right out.
A lot of people are
He
picking
got
up.
2 touchdowns on the Bengals.
A lot of people are picking up Kylo's Hyde now for Seattle.
Well, I mean, it's not a big injury. They're thinking he could play, but everyone's just pissed off. I mean, everyone who's seen the play has been like, "You don't do that."
The guy fell on him, and that guy was also just ripped.
Well,
Yeah.
He fell with him. He's down, and then as he's down, he twists the guy as the other guy lands on him. Like, that's intent to injure. He's getting fined.
Speaking of football, like we always do and never talk about anything else.
Exactly.
Played some football last night.
Played some football last night.
Both sore.
Yeah.
Not great first showing, really, for any of us.
No. We're definitely getting signed next week, though. That's a guarantee.
Like, if we should take some videos of that and put on the channel. Just drop passes, miss throws.
They don't want to see that.
Everyone wants to see it.
Yeah. Sure.
What else we got?
Well, there was a Stanley Cup winner this week. Finally, we called it. I don't have to wear a Dallas Stars jersey because fuck the Stars.
Thank God. That
Tampa Bay
pushed it to
Lightning.
Game 7.
They did exactly what they needed to do. Vasilevsky got his first and only shutout of the playoffs. First ever playoff shutout for him.
They had to win.
They had to.
Like, what did they do if they don't win? What change could they have made? They would have been fucked. We've been talking about it for 2 podcasts
Yeah, they
in a
can't.
row.
Like, there's nothing else. They did exactly what they needed to do. The only reason they lost Game 5 is because they lost Game 1. They went bang, bang, bang. And in the NHL, to win 4 games straight is ridiculously hard. You can't do that because constantly the other team's making changes, updates, picking up on your schemes, unless you have 4 completely different ways you're going to play the game, which is beyond tough. It's just a bad mismatch. You're not going to win 4 games straight. They're going to pick up on something. They're going to get that one back, and then you're going to come back Game 6 and shut them out.
Colorado beat us 4 games straight.
And again, if it's a really bad mismatch, then that's what it is.
Oh, yeah, good for them.
Yeah.
I bet if their odds out right now, they're favored to repeat for sure. I don't know who's better than them.
No, Boston's taking a step back. Colorado is getting really good. They could get there next year. I do not see Dallas getting back there next year. They could make round 1 or 2. But this seems like one of those teams that kind of just got there due to circumstances.
They got some more guys. They got some experience for sure. That it's their back end is so good.
Defense wins championships.
Yeah. Yeah. What else?
Well, we got one big piece of happy news. Mahomie is now my daddy. He's a father.
What's wrong with you?
A lot. I don't really want to get into it.
My daddy?
Mahomie is now my daddy.
My daddy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Anyway, they announced, or Brittany announced that she is Braggos. Which, I mean...
With my daddy's baby.
A couple months after he gets $500 million, he has a kid now. So there goes.
Wins a Super Bowl, $500,000, gets a ring, gets engaged, gets pregnant.
How old is he?
23. And now he's my daddy.
I'm getting a jersey with that.
Don't. No.
Next week, we're going to have a big surprise. It looks like Ryan's gold is coming. It should be here on Monday.
The longer it takes, the less time I get.
I already have it. It's locked away in a safe.
It's not cool if you already have it. I was hoping you would bring it yesterday.
I wanted to bring it yesterday.
Yeah, I want my belt.
Gotta get the belt.
I want my belt. I will say, I think I said it already, Mitchell did come through.
Yep.
He paid a little bit extra for my share because he owed me a belt, so a little bit late, but better late than never, right?
Yeah, at least it's within this season.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
Can't
Well,
wait.
I'm out of really interesting things to talk about.
Well, nothing we ever talk about is that interesting. The UFC was awesome. Blachowicz, Jan Blachowicz knocked out Dominic Reyes in the second round. Looked great, and it's coming. Israel Adesanya finished Paulo Costa in the second round as well. Dummied him, really. It was not even close. So, great card. Good event.
Looking forward to the next big card. That one.
Looking forward to
that one
drinking
we'll do some projections.
beer out of a keg.
Yeah.
And probably not remembering the fight.
Fights at noon.
Doesn't matter.
That one we will definitely be doing some predictions and previews for that fight.
Well, there's nothing really right now. We're not going to cover baseball because
It's
blah.
baseball.
Basketball is coming to the end. We'll probably just.
LeBron's gonna win it again.
That's what you think?
Yeah. I mean, it's LeBron.
LeBron.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll probably just say who won that and move along like we always do.
NHL, the next thing coming up is the draft, but that's not till next week. 7th or 8th.
Things move very quick now, right? Like
They're going to do the draft.
they
within
got
a
to
couple
figure shit
weeks.
out. And
Free agency is going to hit right away, and then first game of the next season is going to be December, January.
nobody cares, but Lundqvist got bought out of his last year of his contract.
Flames new goalie?
Please no.
He's only what, 42, 45?
78.
Yeah, that's fine.
If they're not playing him, like if the Rangers aren't playing him, why are we gonna pick him up? Haven't we done
Because
this?
we're Calgary. We always pick up goalies that shouldn't be picked up.
I read, well, Elliot Friedman came out and said that the Flames have looked at every goalie that's available, every single one, kick tires on them, and there's a possibility of us revamping our blue line.
Well, a huge possibility of that. The only people still under contract are Anderson, Valimaki, and Gio.
Anderson is a stud.
Yes, and we got him for what people thought was expensive,
Yeah.
but is not even
Yeah.
close.
No, I really like
and
Anderson.
it's for a very fucking long time.
Yeah, and Valimaki is supposed to be good if he could ever make it to a season.
We just lent him out to a Finnish team so that he could actually play right now.
Yeah, but why? He's so injury prone. Why?
Well, he needs to play before
Well-
we can bring him back. We don't have him on big money.
No.
So Valimaki is this year. Where'd he go? Right there. He's this year, last year of his rookie contract. So we're paying him under 900,000.
Well, and he won't get a raise because we don't know how good he is.
No, he's on loan. We loaned out a couple other players, obviously over in Europe, just because that's where they live, and it's better for them to play than to just sit around doing nothing. Yeah, our defense, we've got 3 players. Oh, sorry, we've got Hannafin for another couple of years as well.
I think the talks, which I'm not sure if I'm cool about, like they were kicking tires on Taylor Hall
I
back when, and I think Hannafin was the name that was.
you know, I've said this before. If we're picking up someone like a Hall, we need cap space, and that means a player like a Johnny or Monty's gone.
Who do you want to keep?
I'd rather keep the Monahan center and pick up a bigger forward to fill the
Yeah,
Johnny
like-
role.
But he's not
I'm
a
not
top line
saying-
center.
Monahan?
No.
No. But look at our fucking quote unquote second line. Like, look at, we could put together a good first line. Sam Bennett.
I think we
Kachuk,
just.
like,
I think we
you
just.
could throw some guys up there on the first line.
But they haven't. I think we always just talk about that because we're fans and we like the team was so good last year. We're just holding on. But are they really that good?
Some of them are. Some of them are not. Like, I agree. Monahan's maybe not a top center. I don't think Johnny is a good top line player with his size. Unfortunately, like, the biggest advocate for small players here, but you don't do shit in the playoffs. You don't really do shit.
Yeah, you can. Yeah. I don't know. Who cares? It's not hockey time, anyways.
He's engaged now.
Who?
Johnny Gaudreau.
Oh yeah.
And he got engaged.
You shouldn't have done it. Don't
They're
do.
going to Colombia for a honeymoon.
How?
I don't know, but that's apparently where his dealer is. So.
God. You got issues today. I'm not sure what.
No one listens to this anyways.
Oh.
Mangiapane is an RFA, Reader's UFA, Ronaldo's UFA. I think both those guys could be gone. Maybe bring back Reader. You never know. He actually looked good in the playoffs. Jankowski's an RFA. Dubé we got for another season. We got to sign him up because he's still on minimum contract. Bennett and Ryan, this is their last year with us. Kachuk's got 2 more. Johnny's got 2 more. Monty's got 3. Lucic has got 3. Backlund's got 4. Lundholm's got 4. Hannafin's got 4. Gio's got 2. And Anderson's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more years with us.
And you know what all that means?
Anderson's a pillar of our hockey team. We're still paying Troy Brower for the next 2 years.
Well, this has been great.
This has been great. I didn't realize hockey could still get me depressed.
Yeah. I don't know why you went there and started looking at that.
We actually have cap space.
You're depressed. Think about the 7 people who are going to watch this. We're done?
Remember to like and subscribe to our channel.
Make sure to leave your comments and content you want to hear next week.
Have a great day.
Oh,